One more time, are you willing to help?
Yeah!
Is there anyone among you who cannot count to 3? Raise your hand if you cannot count to 3. Everybody else, when I get to 3, I need you guys to yell, scream, clap your hands, laugh, make as much noise as you possibly can. We're going to try to get everybody on Charles Street from Mount Royal to North Avenue to stop, turn around, join our show, and see what's going on because it's so damn interesting. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Midway Voracious live show starting right now. Our first act, we've got Zagam the Vile. Now Zagam the Vile has been out here all weekend working on Artscape. He's really tired, bone tired, as we like to say around here. He really could use some rest. And where you and I would like to go home and lie down on a nice cushy mattress, Zagam the Vile likes it a little bit rougher. He likes to lie down on a bed of nails. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd invite a member of the audience to step up. Please inspect the bed of nails. We want to make sure that you can assure everybody else in the audience, these are not rubber nails, these are not plastic nails, this is not a trick, this is not an illusion. This is 100% real. This man is going to lie down on a bed of over 1,700 nails, hand-hammered into a hardwood frame. Ladies and gentlemen, Zagam the Vile about to take his seat on the bed of nails. He's going to make himself nice and comfortable. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is all for your amusement. If you do find yourself amused, if you're shocked, if you're amazed, if you're entertained, if you merely want me to shut up and go away, please feel free to step up and place $1 in the hat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. the Vile has made himself nice and comfortable in a bed of over 1,700 hard nails. And as our audience member can guarantee, they are real. I think that deserves a little bit louder round of applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. the Vile. Now, that's pretty impressive, is it not? No, that's pretty impressive. But I don't think he's quite comfortable enough. Let's make him a little warmer. He needs a covering over him. Let's bring out that piece of board. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next opportunity for a little bit of audience participation. If there is anyone among you who would like to come up and step out on the board on top of Mr. the Vile's chest, please raise your hand. Make yourself known to Chef Waskiewicz. Chef Waskiewicz will pick an appropriate volunteer from the audience.
Highest bidder!
Please make your way over to Chef Waskiewicz. He will assist you onto Mr. the Vile's chest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you or I were to take, how much do you weigh, sir? 130, 130 pounds, pressing down on his chest, forcing his back into 1,700 nails. That deserves a round of applause. What is wrong with you people? And you know what? That's really worth at least $1. Please. See me, place $1 in my hat. See Chef Waskiewicz, place $1 in his hat. Reverend Sister Twitch, thank you, sir. You're a little bit cheap, but we appreciate everything we've got coming towards us. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty impressive, and yet there's still more. Now, Zagam the Vile, he still doesn't seem quite comfortable. So to make him feel nice and cozy, what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the other half. Thank you, sir. Most generous. The other half of the bed of nails. Yes, you thought there was just one. There are actually 2 parts. Yes, that's right. Another 1,700 nails embedded in a board. This one's going to go on top of Mr. the Vile, making a nice Zagam the Vile sandwich. We've got 1,700 nails. Then a layer of Mr. Zagam the Vile, then another 1,700 nails. Ladies and gentlemen, that does not look like a comfortable sleeping position to me. I think you need to give him another round of applause. And yet there's still more. Now, Chef Waskiewicz is reaching down. He's picking up a large industrial grade cinder block. That cinder block is going to go onto Mr. the Vile's chest. This again, since you guys all seem to need a cue, is another opportunity for a round of applause. And yes, ma'am, you got that right. It's also an opportunity to place $1 in the hat. Ladies and gentlemen, We have to get that cinder block off of there somewhere.
Yo, that's wild as shit.
Our strongman, Chef Waskiewicz, wielding a mighty sledgehammer, is going to knock that cinder block clean off. One, two, three. Oh! Now you may think after such a mighty blow, Zagam the Ball may be injured, but he appears to be alive and doing well. Let's have another round of applause for Zagam the Ball. That was pretty damn impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, alive and more or less well, Zagam the Ball. Another round of applause, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good, man. I've been from yesterday.
Now that was a pretty good start to the act. For our next act, for centuries, sailors have told tales of strange mythical beasts. Half man, half fish, mermen and mermaids. There has been little evidence for such creatures so far, yet now, the sole living specimen in captivity. Incontrovertible proof that such hybrid creatures exist. The amazing Fishboy. Ladies and gentlemen, Fishboy! Now, Fishboy has been extensively studied. And yet medical tests have been inconclusive. The debate rages. Is the rare dance that you're seeing some sort of mating behavior? Or is it a possible prelude to a feeding frenzy? No one is sure. Yet one thing is clear, this vicious creature's digestive system is perfectly suited for feeding on human flesh. Those of you in the front row may wish to watch your fingers. Now, as I mentioned, it is unclear whether this is a mating behavior.
I'm not sure. I don't have a sound list.
In the past,
Maybe 5-10 minutes. It's all in this show right
Fishboy has been known to cover members of the audience with Fishboy Row. You may want to have a towel handy in the front rows. Ladies and gentlemen, Fishboy twists, Fishboy turns. Quite possibly a mating dance, but again, no one is quite sure. And ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that you're in for a rare treat. I do believe Fishboy is going to present to you the full Monty.
No, it's Fishboy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You
Fishboy.
can see his junk right there, dude.
And
You can see his junk right there.
if I'm correct, I believe that Fishboy is heading to the climax of his performance, so to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, Fishboy. Sir, you may want to wipe yourself off after the performance is over.
Yeah. Hey, Fishboy. Fishboy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Fishboy, a round of applause. And once again, please don't forget that we do have a hat. We have several hats available, and they're just asking to be filled up with your dollars and
There you go to
cents.
spit on you.
If you have $1, if you have $5, if you have $10, please don't hesitate to place $1 in our hat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's quite a show so far, and yet there's still more. About to take the stage now for your edification and your amusement, we have Gaz the Geek. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the stage now, Gaz the Geek. Now, yes sir, you would do well to remove your food from the table because Gaz the Geek is about to set the table up with his dinner. Who among you knows anything about the history of the sideshow? What does a geek do? They don't play video games, they don't program computers. Yes, they eat all kinds of disgusting things. For the first course of his dinner, Gaz the Geek is removing a live cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no trick, there is no illusion, there is no sleight of hand. Gaz the Geek is about to, in the mouth and down the hatch, a live cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, that's disgusting. If you're not howling in pain, if you're not clapping your hands, there is something wrong with you. You're just too jaded from watching too much television. That man just ate a live cricket. Gross. Please, let's have a round of applause for Gaz the Geek. And remember, you can at any time place $1 in our hat. Now, for the next course of his meal. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, live wriggling slimy earthworms. Yes, that's right, guys. Hold them up nice and high so that everyone in the cheap seats can see. They're live earthworms. And here it goes in his mouth, down the hatch. Yes, that's right. You just saw a man eat a live earthworm.
Awesome, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we can't make this stuff up. That's disgusting. You're not going to see that anywhere else on stage but here. A round of applause for Gaz the Geek. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is the Classic Geek Act?
Chicken!
No, it's not playing video games. The Classic Geek Act, Gaz the Geek has managed to smuggle through customs the rare Peruvian death chicken. And this is going to be the main course in his entree. He bites that off and there's blood everywhere. Gaz the Geek, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for Gaz the Geek. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is time for my act. I am Dr. Apocrypha Necrosis. I am skilled in the medical arts. And for this part of our act, I need a volunteer from our audience. Someone who hasn't been feeling up to par, up to snuff, feeling a little under the weather. Sir, you look like you are feeling ailed. Please step up to the table. Sit down on the table, gingerly, lie down, make yourself comfortable. This will all be over in a few moments. Now, sir, do you know my name? No, he does not know my name. Do you know my lawyer's name? No, he does not know my lawyer's name. Sir, that's exactly the way we like it here at Monk's Midway Cabinet of Infernal Mysteries. Please lie back and relax. We'll have this over in just a moment. Now, please, sir, pull back your shirt. I need to expose your abdomen so as to reach the infected area. Now, if you are performing surgery, cleanliness is of the utmost importance. Allow me to retrieve my sterile drape.
What is that, Dad?
I think they're doing surgery up there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need to sterilize the affected area to make sure that there's no microorganisms which could set in later on.
What are you going to do?
Sir, do you feel sterile?
He said yes!
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our volunteer. Now what's going to happen here, I am going to reach into his abdomen with only my bare hands, no instruments, no anesthesia. I'm going to reach into his abdominal cavity, feel around, grab the tumor, and extract it, thus curing his disease. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I need your help. That's right, I need a round of applause and possibly $1 in the hat, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready, sir? Hold your breath, this will all be over soon. Oh! And I have extracted the tumor. Thank you! Stay off your feet for the next couple days. You should feel better momentarily. Please, a round of applause for our volunteer. And if you're enjoying the entertainment we have for you tonight, please do not hesitate to place $1 in our hat. Place a $5 bill in our hat, a $20 bill. We'll even take a 50 or 100. Hell, we'll even take a euro. You know, it's doing better than $1 right now anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Monk's Midway Cabinet of Infernal Mysteries. Our show is not yet over. You have the rare opportunity to see the Voracious Changeling. Can we bring the Voracious Changeling to the stage? Ladies and gentlemen, our handler Merv with the Voracious Changeling. Merv, would you care to tell our audience a little bit about the Changeling?
Well, I'll tell you, as all you new parents out there know, the number one risk facing you is that of goblin abduction. Now, we discovered this little creature in our nursery one day, and while we miss our poor little Caroline, we admitted that this little creature was a mite bit cuter than our daughter was to begin with. Now, it's about her feeding time, or it could be his, to be honest. I haven't had the nerve to look and check to see what gender it is. Now, I need an audience member volunteer, please. You, sir.
Another member of the audience bravely makes his way to the stage to feed the voracious changeling.
Perhaps I should have mentioned this earlier. The changeling we have discovered does feed exclusively on human blood. Now, you have the option of bearing your arm, or we do have some prepared, and perhaps because you have been drinking, I do care about the health of the changeling. You might want to use the bottle of blood here now. No, it's very important. It's been a long day for the changeling. He's been hyper, he's been wet, he's had so many people approach him carefully and slowly. He'll see it. That's much better, sir. Now he will feed and
That was unexpected, sir. Sorry about that. The voracious changeling has had a rough day and he is subject to abdominal distress. A little bit of expectoration there. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the show continues on at Moloch's Midway Cabinet of Infernal Mysteries. Next up, we have Chef Waskiewicz. You may remember him from Zagam the Vile's Feats on the Bed of Nails. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the rare opportunity to legally cause grievous bodily harm to another human being. Ladies and gentlemen, would anyone have about their person such a thing as a staple gun? Anybody, a staple gun? Anybody? You have a staple gun. Sir, please produce it if you do. This large group and no one has a staple gun.
You lying right here.
I think Chef Waskiewicz has his own staple gun. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to come up and for the cost of $1, anywhere between the chin and the waist, staple $1 to Chef Waskiewicz, causing him grievous bodily harm. They're not going to let you do this on the main stage. Clutch is not going to let you come up to their guitarist and staple something to his stomach. Only here. Even the Rock Opera Society is not going to let you staple something to the guy's chest. Again, this is not an illusion, this is not a trick, this is real. Real staples, real dollars, real abdomen, real blood.
Squeeze it hard. There we go.
Moloch's Midway Cabinet of Infernal Mysteries, Chef Waskiewicz. Staple $1 to Chef Waskiewicz. Staple $1 to Chef Waskiewicz. Anywhere between the chin and the waist. If you want to go below the waist, you can talk to him after the show, but we will not be responsible, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a line forming. Don't miss your chance. Get in line now if you'd like to staple $1 to this man's stomach. Moloch's Midway Cabinet of Infernal Mystery. That's right, we're lining up to cause injury to another person. Nothing but good, wholesome entertainment for the family here at Moloch's Midway.
You hit an artery.
It is a little known fact that there are numerous blood vessels passing through the abdomen. Go figure. When you really staple a real $1 to someone, he really bleeds. And we do have it on good authority that the emotional catharsis is all the better when it's a $5 bill. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anybody else who wants to get in line to staple money to Chef Waskiewicz's abdomen? While we're waiting for volunteers to finish up, I'm going to start mentioning the very last act we have for you today. Normally this would be the conclusion of our show, and yet there's still more we have in store for you. Now, because this next act, anybody else for Chef Waskiewicz? Staple $1 to Chef Waskiewicz. Any takers? For our last act, as this act does not appear advertised anywhere on the outside, I regret that we are forced to ask for an additional $1 donation to step behind the curtain and see one of the true zoological marvels that we have to present for you tonight. For $1, you can step inside the tent and see the man eating chicken, the vicious man eating chicken. Only $1 $1. Step behind the curtain, you see, guaranteed, the man-eating chicken. When this voracious creature is done, there will be nothing left but the bones. Sir, you want to place $1 in the hat?